Okay, Alex, our superpower, who is throwing the rock really high, throws the rock upwards with the initial velocity of 50 meters per second again. He's on a cliff and his hand is 55 meters above the surface of the water. How long would it take for the rock to reach the water? This is Alex, this is his hand, which is our starting point. So anything above our starting point is actually positive, and anything under it is negative. Of course, this is all on top of each other. This is all one line. I just separated them so I can show them. The actual displacement is from the start point to the end point, but I'm gonna which is here actually, and I'm gonna show it here. So if this is the starting point, this would be actually my vector of displacement, as I know, starting point to the ending point, and it will be negative 55 because we know we can see the direction of it. This direction is opposite, and this direction is from the start point to the end point is negative. And so let's start solve this problem. I know my formula is D equals V initial t plus half AT square. I substitute negative 55 equals 50 t plus, of course I'm looking for t, negative 10 t square, and this is negative 55 equals 50t minus 5t square. This is a quadratic equation which needs to be organized. I take this to the other side, 5t square minus 50t, and this one stays where it is, equals 0. I divide both sides of equation by 5 because I want to make it a smaller numbers, and now I can easily solve this. I know that my formula is minus b plus minus radical b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, and this would be my t, right? So the t would be plus 10, because I have a negative 10, it would be positive 10, plus minus radical, negative 10 square would be 100, minus 4 times a is 1, I don't need to write it, and 11, negative 11 actually, divided by 2. So the t would be 10 minus plus radical, this is 100 plus 44 divided by 2. So the t has two answers, 10 plus radical 144 divided by 2, and 10 minus radical 144 divided by 2. The answer in here is 10 plus 12 divided by 2, which would be 11 seconds, and this one would be actually minus 2 divided by 2, which is minus 1. Minus 1 doesn't make sense. This is not acceptable. Not acceptable. But this one is actually my answer. How come only one of my answers is acceptable? Of course, I know that t can be only positive, and time cannot go back, so the t can be only positive. And if you look at this movement, you can see that this can be only here once. It cannot go and return, so it makes sense.